Okay, in this next sample, we're going to slow things down and we're going to show you a bit more of how to create and manage your exploded assemblies. And we're going to start by defining the exploded document fully and talking about some of the functions that exist. So the first thing we're going to do is create a new explode document. I'm also going to show you another way to do it. So I'm going to go to my practice folder here, right click and choose exploded. Perfect. Here I'm going to choose blank template, validate. And now I have an exploded document, and I can call this whatever I want. You can see so right here. Now, just to remind you, you can also do this by just right-clicking directly on the assembly document you want to make an exploded document of and choosing exploded then, and it will auto-include it at the same time. It's a bit faster, this is a bit slower, but at least shows you multiple methods to get there. So exploded view, I'm going to call this Lego Dude. Why not? Cool. Now, first thing I want to do is I want to include my Lego Dude into here. I can do this a couple of ways. I can drag and drop include him, or I can hit this little button right here, include, because my Lego Man assembly is open. So I'm going to hit this button here, and from here I'm going to choose to include my Lego guy, and I'm also going to set the configuration to be configuration 1. Just for those of you who know about mechanisms and whatnot, this is the articulated version of my assembly. This way, if I go back and modify how my guy is standing or where his arms are positioned, my exploded assembly is going to update with it. I'll go ahead and validate. Now, next what I'm going to do is kind of define the rest of what's here. So to do that, I'm going to come up here and just talk about things, and we're going to use some of this in the videos to come. Right here we have something called a group, and this allows me to group objects together. This is great for more complex exploded assemblies. Here, don't really need it. Next, what we have is include existing explosions. Now, maybe you're working on a really large assembly. Let's say that this arm and the hand were made as a subassembly, and maybe you already defined the explosion for that subassembly. You could click this button to include any subassembly explosions that have already been done to help speed up the creation of this exploded assembly. From here we have a translation explosion. That's what we're going to use for this little guy. We have a rotation explosion, and then we have the 3 automatic modes, from axial displacement to spherical displacement to cylindrical displacement. And then finally we have the ability to add explosion lines and then to show or hide explosion lines. Perfect. So in the next video, we're going to show you how to make your first translation explosion.